right, guys, I'm here with Isaiah Jackson, Steelers fan, and Athletic Dashy, Bengals fan, and we'll be doing division picks, just our own opinions about which team's going to win the division next year for each one. And we're going to start with the NFC sides first. And we're, of course, we got two Steeler fans and one Cincinnati, so we're going to leave the division, that division last. You guys know which division we're going to leave last. AFC North, of course, we're going to do that lastly. But we're going to do the NFC first. So the first division that I want to talk about is the NFC East. So that consists of Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Giants. So I usually will go first, but I'm going to go last since I'm the host. So we're going to go to Athletic Dashy. Dashy, so Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants. Who do you think is going to win the division?
Let me see. First and foremost, I got big Bucks and Cowboys fans, but I see them finishing third in their division in the NFC East because I don't think they got the weapons to go past the second or third round yet. Redskins, I think they're going to finish last in their division because I don't think their team can be ready to win another playoff game unless they can pull someone off. But I don't see them winning the division. I'm going to say Eagles are going to have to finish second in the wild card spot because they got the team, but they don't have the win ways. So I'm going to say that the Giants are going to win the division because they add some key players they need in the free agency in the draft. But if they don't beat that team like they were every 4 years, they might get the job done.
So wow, you have the New York Giants. That's great. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. I think that's gonna be a really interesting division. But going to Isaiah Jackson, Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants. What do you think about this division? Who do you have winning the division?
A little bit of a tough question there, Ruin Steel. Let's just say I agree with Ashley on the Redskins. They might finish last because, let's be honest here, they are, let's just say for a moment, this is the weakest division you're talking about as of right now. Washington will finish last because they don't have talent. Their ownership is clueless for life. The organization, Kirk Cousins is average at best. I don't think they have a defense. The Dallas will finish third because it's going to take them a year or two to improve and all. The Giants second because they picked up a corner in the draft which they don't need, and that was actually in Eli Apple, and that was a waste of a pick. By the way, from Ohio State, and I hate saying this. Probably Philadelphia will finish first at 10-6. And I only have to bias Philly with a passion.
All right, great prediction, guys. So I'm gonna give my personally prediction. So obviously the Washington Redskins won the division last season, and Kirk Cousins said to be like the future of the Redskins. You got Tony Romo coming back next season from a terrible season. He was out with a what was the injury? I forgot what the injury was, but he was out for the entire season last season. He's gonna come back. Cowboys fan expecting Tony Romo to be healthy. The New York Giants had some really good draft picks, but Eli Manning's going to try to get some, wins. And the Eagles, obviously their quarterback situation is difficult, but I do believe Sam Bradford will be back. I think it's going to be a close division. I think actually Philadelphia will land in last place. I think it's going to be the old rival this season. I think that it's all coming down to first place. I think that Dallas and New York will be fighting for that spot. I think Redskins come in third. I think the Giants and the Cowboys will fight for this division. And at the end, I honestly think the Cowboys are going to actually win this division. I hate the Cowboys personally, but I think that Tony Romo's going to be healthy. I think that they're going to have a little bit of weapon in their team. I think it's going to be close. I think the Giants tried to come in first, but it's gonna be too short for them. But I got Dallas in first place, and I think the Giants come in second, and then the Redskins, and then the Eagles. So that's my pick. So going on to the next one, the NFC North. So that consists of the Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. I also think this is also a really can be a really competitive division in my opinion. So Dashy, what do you think about this division? Who do you think is going to win the division, the NFC North?
All I know is Detroit might get a big bounce back, but finishing fighting for the third place spot with Minnesota. But I don't see Detroit getting third place because they've been haven't won a playoff game in 24 years. But I think history will repeat itself in 2012. Minnesota will finish third and Detroit will finish last in their division. I think Chicago and Green Bay will fight for the division. I think Chicago, if they don't being the suckiest team in the division, will have to try to win it and have to try to stop Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, which I think Packers are going to finish as runner-ups.
So you have the Bears winning the division.
Yes.
That could be an upset. The Bears haven't won the division in so long, I believe. But all right, that's your own opinion. So Isaiah, who do you think is going to win the NFC North?
Let's just say for the moment, real quick. Sorry for that. Anyways, is my mic working?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I got, let's just say, Detroit Lions are going to finish last because they're one of the worst teams, in football right now. Other than you know who and the you know what division I will come last in this video. The Bears will finish in third. I think it'll be Green Bay and Minnesota will be fighting for this division. And I got the Vikings winning this division again. Repeat. So there you go.
All right. So I'm gonna personally give my opinion on this. So, I mean, like, Minnesota obviously, like you said, won the division, and you think they're gonna win again. I think Chicago is a struggling team. I also believe what Athletic Dashy, like what you said. I think Detroit is one of the worst teams in this division. But some of the time Detroit fights their asses off in this division. But I think Chicago and Detroit both are terrible in this division. Chicago obviously struggles. Detroit obviously struggles. So I kind of agree with Isaiah. I also predict that the Packers and Vikings are going to fight us for a spot in the first place. But I think this Packers team is just so good. I think Aaron Rodgers knows the offense well. And I think that this Packers team will be better. I mean, like, that's just one game. The Vikings, beat the Packers. So what? I think it's just a one damn game. But I think this Packers team is good enough. So I have the Packers winning the NFC North. So moving on to the next one. The NFC South consists of the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the New Orleans Saints. Athletic Dashy, what do you think about this division? Who do you think is gonna win the NFC South?
Let me see here. First and foremost, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they haven't won a playoff game in 2002, but I think they're going to have to finish in third place, but they're going to have to put Saints will have to finish last because I don't think they can come out of the division unless they can pull something off. I think Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and Carolina are going to have a dogfight for first place in the South. I think Tampa Bay will finish third, leaving Atlanta and Carolina in a dogfight. If Atlanta doesn't beat this team that always been winning and losing winning at some time limited games and losing limited games, I think Atlanta can pull this division out of their asses and win the South, leaving the defending NFC champions Panthers in the dust for the wild card spot.
So you have who winning, the Panthers or Falcons?
Atlanta.
Atlanta, you have the Falcons winning? Okay. Isaiah, who do you think is going to win the NFC South?
Um, let's just say for the moment, the Bucks will probably finish in last again. Um, I wasn't sure if they finished last year, but they'll finish in last place for this year. The New Orleans Saints will come in third, and it'll be Atlanta and Carolina will be fighting for the NFC South. I personally got the Panthers winning this division again simply because they have too much talent. Even though the Falcons ended their undefeated run, I believe Carolina will go 14-2 this year. They won't be at that 14-0 run again on their way to choking the Super Bowl last year. So, anyways, but I got Carolina winning this.
All right, so my opinion is, of course, Tampa Bay Buccaneers struggled. They're just terrible. I think that the Buccaneers will come in last place. The Saints was struggling as well. I think they're gonna come in third place. I think the Saints and Buccaneers might change places in the division. I think maybe Buccaneers will get last place a couple of weeks, and then maybe after maybe the Saints get last place. So they're down there, and I agree with Isaiah. I think that the Falcons and the Panthers will fight for the first spot. Both teams will get a chance to be first, but I think the Panthers will be NFC South champions again. I think, like I said, Isaiah said about how you said Carolina has too much talent. Cam Newton's just a monster. I think that the Falcons won't be doing it too much this season, but I do believe they'll work their asses off. So I think this Carolina team has talent, so I think Carolina's going to win the division again. All right, so the last NFC division is the NFC West that consists of the Arizona Cardinals, the San Francisco 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks, and surprisingly, the new team, the LA Rams. I personally, before we make picks, what your thoughts on their new name, the St. Louis Rams changed to the LA Rams? What's your thoughts on that, guys? Athletic Dashy, what's your thoughts?
I think the LA Rams have. LA has been in the NFL before, and the Rams became the first team in the NFL team to be in the Los Angeles area. And Rams returned to LA just earlier this year because the NFL owners agreed that they don't want to send Oakland and San Diego to LA, but they want to send St. Louis and San Diego to LA because LA has been needing an NFL team since the Rams or the Raiders left after 1994 season. So I think if the Rams can do better in LA like they did in St. Louis, they can help LA its cause.
All right. Isaiah, what do you think about this name change?
To be honest with you, I really don't care. LA Rams, St. Louis Rams, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Let's just say no. I really don't care about the change. They'll still be the same sorry ass Rams they was for 21 years, despite them winning the Super Bowl in 1999. They'll still be the sorry LA St. Louis Rams, whatever the hell you want to call it.
All right, my personal opinion, I agree with Isaiah. I kind of personally don't care, but it was a shocker in some point, but a lot of people didn't care, but it was kind of shocker to some people. But going on, okay, so Athletic Dashy, the NFC West, of course, like I said, Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks, Rams. So what's your pick? Who do you think is going to win this NFC West title?
I think it'll be 49ers at the finish third, even Rams in last place because both teams, they haven't been doing well in a long time, but they don't. The other one is going to come out winning the NFC West. I think the dogfight will for the title go to either Arizona or Seattle. I think Arizona will finish in second place because even though they have Carson Palmer, Jermaine Gresham, but I still don't think they're going to win the division, even though last year Palmer won his first career NFL playoff game, but still, I don't think Cardinals are going to win the division. I got Seattle winning the division. Let's be honest here. the Legion of Boom the original Legion of Boom is coming back this season, and I'm pretty shocked about this because Browner's returning to Seattle, reuniting with the Legion of Boom. If they can get everything done right, they might have a chance to win all the way to the division title and the Super Bowl title.
Alright, so Steel Jackson, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win the NFC West?
The LA Rams will finish last simply because they're the new talent and all that, like we stated a few moments ago. San Fran, God knows what the hell they're doing over there. They lost everyone, like, bye-bye. It's going to be a dogfight between Arizona and Seattle, but I got the Cardinals winning this division. Well, I got too much talent, and and by the way, I don't like their quarterback Carson Palmer because he used to play for Cincy. But either way, I got Arizona winning this.
Alright, my prediction, I honestly think Rams and 49ers don't have a chance winning this division, so I think that they both are on the bottom. I think it's a dogfight between Seattle and Arizona. You know, Arizona won the division, I believe, last season, I believe. Yes, and I think that they're going to repeat as division champs. I think because the Cardinals are going to have more weapons. I think Seattle's going to fight, but it's not enough. So that's my prediction. So we're actually going to do the. I'm going to separate the two videos. I'm actually going to do the NFC. I'm actually got to go right now, so we'll do the AFC some other time. So that's the NFC prediction, and I'm Bruin Steel Jackson, Athletic Dashes. Thanks for this, but let's end the video. I'm out. That's our predictions.